They are making money off of us, and these people most times haven't done anything to their faces. It takes away your identity. Sometimes you just lose yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror and you wouldn't even know who you are. But they're capitalizing off the fact that a lot of women are insecure about their looks. If you are earning 10 million naira every month, I will not judge you if you take out 2 million to go and buy yourself a human hair. But if you are not earning up to that, you have no business. Who are you trying to impress with that human hair? Hello guys, so today is one of those days where I woke up feeling a tad bit anxious about my life, and I had to sit back and do a deep reflection to understand where those feelings are coming from, because this is not something that happens to me every single time. But whenever I wake up feeling a sense of anxiety or this feeling of unease, it means that there's something that is bothering me, but it's either I'm too scared to confront that emotion, or I just want to act like it's not a big deal and convince myself that it's not a big deal. So if you're in your early 20s, these are some things that you probably would have crossed your mind, or these are some problems that you might have thought about or you might be experiencing, because I'm also experiencing them, and I want to talk about it because I just want you to know that you're not really alone when you're going through certain things, but there are people that are also experiencing the same thing, if not worse than you. So I'm also going to be doing my morning routine skincare while we just gist and we just talk. Okay, like I don't want it to be too serious. This is not any teaching video. I just want to come and be open, vulnerable, and just tell you guys what I think basically. So we're going to start with my toner. So my other toner has finished. This Aqua Licorice Balancing Toner has finished. So I just went to Prince Abano supermarket and I was looking for something else I can use, something that's not too expensive. And I saw this McGregor 6.5 licorice and vitamin C balancing toner, and I just tried it out. So I've realized that, so let's go in with toner. I've realized that I've put a lot of things on hold in my life, or some things I wanted to do. Sometimes I find myself putting them on hold because I just feel like, oh, I don't want to do this thing alone. I want my friends to come along. I don't have anybody to go with. It's going to be awkward for me to just go there by myself. Do you understand? Like sometimes, like the things I wanted to do, I just didn't do them because I felt like it would be awkward doing them by myself. But sometimes my friends were not available to do those things with me. Now, this doesn't necessarily make them bad people for them not being able to do those things with me. I think it's even more on me for waiting for people. So I'm looking back and I'm like, so many places I wanted to go to, so many adventures I wanted to do, but I just feel like I didn't have people, so I wasn't motivated to do them. So this year, I'm actually, in fact, I started this thing last year. I'm making a conscious effort to go to places by myself. I am approaching 25 by March, and I want to try and explore new things, explore new places, try new restaurants, try new adventures without waiting for anybody. Like, I mean, if my friends are not available, okay, like I have to learn to be okay going out by myself, because life is too short. We are 24 today, 25 today. The next thing, we're going to be 30, we're going to be 35, and you would then realize that we've just wasted our time waiting and pushing back on adventures just because we didn't have anybody to do those things with. And I just want you guys to also know that if this is something that you're struggling with, you have to make a conscious effort to start going to places by yourself. Like, for real, you have to make a conscious effort. Even if you're working a 9-to-5 Saturdays, even if nobody's available to go with you, go by yourself. Make that reservation by yourself. Go alone. Look, if you have to get a tripod, take your pictures by yourself. Go and try out that food you wanted to eat. You don't have to wait for your friends. Go out. Time is going. Like, people always tell us that, oh, we have time, but if you look at it, time is going. So don't be caught up trying to wait for people. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with is my Koji White Serum. This is a brightening serum. It helps me with my hyperpigmentation and the rest of them. So the next thing I want to talk about is this obsession with beauty. Honestly speaking, when I go to Snapchat, when I go to Instagram, see, it's not even easy because there are too many badges. Like, there are too many big girls, there are too many people doing the damn thing. But at the same time, I really want us to be careful with the kind of information that we are consuming and the kind of people that we are watching and trying to emulate. I don't like this thing of this serum. It's too hard to come out. So yeah, the obsession with the beauty industry. See, I don't think there's any reason to get lipo, botox, fillers in your early 20s, especially when you're not doing it for the right reasons. Do you understand? Like, it's okay if you feel like, okay, you genuinely have things you want to correct, or you genuinely have things that you're not comfortable with, you don't like your body. Like, there's nothing wrong if you want to do that, but do it for the right reasons. Don't do it because it has become a trend and you just want to keep up and you feel like you're lacking behind because you don't have that it girl aesthetics. See, most of these things that we are inserting in our face, botox, fillers, these are things that are going to affect us when we are entering our 40s. These things might look very cool now, like they're going to look very cool, very nice, but trust me, when you're entering your 40s, these things will start telling on your face. They are going to start affecting the way you look. You're going to have so many skin problems. You're going to have so many issues, so many things to treat, because as you're aging, your skin is no longer going to be as strong as it used to be in your 20s. So the tiniest things is going to show and is going to affect your overall health. So I feel like your early 20s, you should not use those times to try to keep up with every trend, because save some things for your 40s. Then if you start actually aging and there's a need to get filler, there's a need to get botox, then you can get it then, because there is a need to now get it because your skin is probably aging and you want to have that younger looking skin. Then it's okay if you want to get it then. They will then recommend the best for you that's not going to affect you. But your 20s, your early 20s is the time for you to look young and radiant. Your skin is still strong, your lips are still full. There's no need to overdo it. Like, I don't want to come across as I'm judging anybody, because if you've gotten it, like, there's no judgment to you. But if you have not and you're thinking about it, this is not the time. Leave all these trends, all these clinics, all these things. They are making money off of us, and these people most times haven't done anything to their faces, but they're capitalizing off the fact that a lot of women are insecure about their looks, and they are now trying to sell them a dream. And sometimes it's not just the right time. Okay, let me say that it's not just the right time, because honestly, it's becoming too much. Every day I'm seeing a clinic advertising nose procedure, I'm seeing a clinic advertising pink lips, I'm seeing injections in your lips, I'm seeing chin, I'm seeing eyebrow, I'm seeing so many things that it takes away your identity. Sometimes you just lose yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror and you wouldn't even know who you are. You wouldn't know who you are. And like I'm saying, if there is a need to use these things, use them in moderation. Consult a very trusted person to advise you. Some people don't even ask their family or friends for advice. They'll just go and do their body or do their face or do something. Meanwhile, you didn't need it. And most of us in our early 20s, we've not really grown. We've not entered womanhood properly. Sometimes our body is still developing. Sometimes your boobs are still growing. The way I look now, I didn't look like this 5 years ago. I didn't even look like this 2 years ago. I'm telling you, the more I am growing up, the more I'm getting finer, the more my skin is glowing, the more I feel more beautiful. And I know that by the time I enter my 30s, I'm going to look better than this. So I'm giving myself time. I'm not rushing myself. So I really want you guys to understand that especially if you're in your early 20s, give your body time, give your body space. Allow yourself to grow. When you've developed fully into your womanhood, once you're 35 to 40, then if there's any other thing you feel like you want or you want to do, then you can go ahead and do it. That because you're fully developed then, but not when you're still developing. You can alter so many things. I think that's what I'll say for that part. So the next step for this routine is to go in with my Tiam Vita B3 sauce by Cinnamide. So this one is almost finished though. So the next thing I want to talk about is this frontal raw donor $5,000, 5,000 euros human hair that has become a trend. Because it's like to even see a vendor that is selling human hair wigs of, let me say, 300,000 to 500,000 is by connection. Like to like right now, trust me, my Instagram page is filled with $5,000, $8,000, millions. Those are the new prices of wigs. And to get a cheap one, to get a cheap one is by connection. To get a cheap one that sells good hair. Now, because they are hair blends and they are synthetic hairs now, so but to get a good one, it's very difficult right now because everybody has gone crazy. I would say crazy because how did we go from getting hairs for 250k, 200k, 150k to getting hairs for 2 million, 3 million? And let me just say this now, that if you're in your early 20s or in your 20s, you have no business buying hairs for 2 million naira, 3 million naira, especially if you don't earn up to 10 million naira every month. If you are earning 10 million naira every month, I will not judge if you take out 2 million to go and buy yourself a human hair. But if you are not earning up to that, you have no business. Who are you trying to impress with that human hair? Some people rock hair blends and you swear it's a human hair. And even if you want to genuinely wear, it's my other bunny. And even if you genuinely want to wear raw donor hairs, you can still find cheaper people that sell affordable human hairs. Let the pressure go. Free yourself. Hair is hair. This one I use, it's actually a bundle I got from a Chinese company directly. So that's another thing. If you feel like your hair vendors are trying to cheat you, see, most Vietnam hair suppliers now are on Instagram. Hey, in fact, they're on Instagram past Nigeria hair vendors. I see a lot of their, pages on my explore. If you want like me to like list out some of the people that I have seen, and I also list out the person that sold this hair to me because they have really good hair. This is like yaki bundles I use for my sewing. So if you're trying to find hair suppliers directly from China to be able to get raw hair, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to, in fact, I will type it down in my description box. You can check them out. But you see this 2.5 3 million wigs people are selling now. If you're in your early 20s, it's not for you. That hair is for people who don't chop belly full. If you never chop belly full, you're not supposed to buy hair of 2.5 3 million. What are you using it for? What are you using it for? At my age, I'm 24, going 25 by March. I don't have a single frontal. All my hairs are 5x5 or closure because I don't even and that's why I started doing so, because I don't even like how frontal looks on people after some certain days, because I have friends that wear frontals and even like a day after they're installed, you're seeing glue all over their hair. The net is so profound. It's just filter that makes those lace look melted. But by the time you see frontals in person, after that first day you install it, like give it 2 days, that frontal is going to start showing pepper. You now start seeing white things, start seeing glue, and if you're close to somebody, it just looks very, very sad. Like it's like, what is this? So most people use frontals not because they like it, not because it's comfortable, but because they just want to, I don't know, maybe there's a pressure. Like, I don't know, but if you genuinely like frontals, if you feel like it fits you, you like the stress, this is absolutely not just to make you feel any kind of way. But this is for people that you don't really like it, but you spend so much money buying it that you now spend almost 100,000 naira to install your frontals that doesn't even last you for 2 days. How much is your salary? How much are you earning? If, like I said, if you're earning up to 10 million naira, you can afford to get wigs for us for any amount you want. You can afford to pay that your hairstylist to come and install that frontal. Now I'm hearing that they're installing frontal for almost 150k. So you will buy frontal. You will now use 150k to install frontal that will last you for like 2-3 days. Maybe it's poverty that is making me talk like this. So because some people tell you that when you have money, you know it's poverty. But let me tell you, I don't know. Anyway, guys, let me go in with my Nivea Radiant. So I don't like using nails. Everything with nails is just 10 times more difficult. So this is the Perfect and Radiant Even Tone. I'm going out later, so I want something that wouldn't make my face too oily. So just go in with this. This is very mattifying, so you have to be careful how you're using it. So like it's just a whole lot. Let me not even lie. Frontals, like wigs of how many millions? Like I don't know. Sometimes I'll just take a break from my Instagram because it's a lot. By the time you don't see old people that are even younger than you, your age, you know, these things, you'll not be like, something wrong with me. Like, why am I not able to afford these things? Like, see this girl, she's in secondary school, she's in university, she's wearing this one, wearing that one. Leave them, let them wear it. But you that you know that you can't afford these things, buy the one you can afford. Trust me, you would look even better than people that are spending this amount of millions buying hair. When you get to that age, when you don't chop belly full, you don't make money, you don't become madam, you don't become CEO, then you can even go and do 20 million naira wig. Nobody would stop. But in your early 20s, you have no business doing that. I promise you, like, you really have no business doing that. So I've come to the end of my skincare. I'm just going to allow my face to sit for a bit, and then I'll go in with my Skin Aqua sunscreen before I head out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something from this video, let me know in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and share with your best friend. It can help somebody that's feeling under pressure. Thank you for watching, and bye.